Yo! I'm back with another countdown video. This is the first time I've done two music ones back to back. I mean, not within the same weeks, because I do countdown videos spread apart, but this is... yeah. Anyway, if you like me and you love video game music, sometimes you like to hear remixes, or like a cover, or whatever you want to call it. So, I took 10 of my favorite ones of, like, basically heavy metal ones of covers of video game songs, and I decided, you know, this would make a cool idea for a musical countdown. And now, with most of these musical countdowns, I'll let the music play, and then I'll say, like, okay, so this is clearly whatchamacallit. This one, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, you know, so, like, I'll do, like, a build-up for some and others, and, yeah, well. Anyways, number 10. Locke's theme from Final Fantasy VI. One of my favorites from that theme. Personally, I think my favorite song or character theme in that would be Cyan's theme, actually. Locke is my second favorite. He's my favorite character, though. In just Final Fantasy in general, and in that game. And a funny thing, I remember, because, Cloud has always gotten, like, a lot of flack in Smash Brothers, and one time somebody was, like, asking, like, why does he get so much hate, and people had different reasons, and one person was like, because Locke is better or more iconic, I forget how I worded it, and I was like, okay, this I actually kind of agree with. Such an upbeat tune to it, like, really fits the character. I mean, all the themes fit the characters. Game is so epic, too, Final Fantasy VI. It's like probably one of the best ones ever made. Personally, the fourth one is my favorite. That's beside the point. The sixth one is a close second for favorites-wise. Well, should we skip to the next one? You're like, that's metal? It gets better. Now, if you remember, you're probably, you know the Soul Calibur games. Well, first there was Soul Blade on the PS1, and then there was Soul Calibur, was the sequel for the Dreamcast. Then they kind of just ran with that, like Soul Calibur 2, Soul Calibur 3, and it was a multi-plat games. But, anyways, the first game, Soul Blade, for the PS1, that's what this is, and it's, Cervantes' theme, his level theme, also known as Bravely Folk Song. I always loved this song. And this is a cool metal cover of it. Like I said, it gets better. Sorry, some of these might be louder than others. It's like, one's like, da 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 da. Yo, Toho. This game brings back memories. I think he still has it, my brother, this game, like, on the PS1. It's a classic. I should probably pick that up at some point. It's still pretty cheap. You can get it for like $10, give or take. Maybe more, I don't know. It's not an expensive game. this one more time, then I'm going to skip to the next one. Oh, this part's good, actually. Let's just hear this real quick, and then I'll go to the next, to number 8. Together we ride! From Fire Emblem. Or more specifically, Fire Emblem 7. Well, it was the 7th game in the series, but it was the first one to be released internationally, so they just called it Fire Emblem. Great song, great cover. And it's very humid here in Mass. Yeah, it's a good cover, nothing too special. I mean, maybe there's better ones. This is just one that I kind of came across and really liked. And this part of the song I'm not too crazy about, in general, not just this version, so... So because of that, let's skip to number 7. What's one of the most iconic songs from the NES? And it's probably one of the most upbeat themes in video game history. So, like, uplifting, if you will. The moon theme from DuckTales. This is one of those songs that every time you hear it, it brings back like a swirl of memories. Or wave, or whatever. Yeah, the memories start kind of flying back. The remastered game was really good too. Of DuckTales. I'm surprised Capcom didn't do more of those, like remastered games of like, yeah. I mean, not kind of like collections or whatever, but. Skip to number 6 here. This song really brings back memories every time I hear it, in general. And that's loud as fuck. Hold on. You'll know what it is in a second. Wait for it. Spark Mandrill from Mega Man X. God, I fucking love that game. Okay. For about 3 out of 5 of the last ones, 3 of them, I'd say about 3 of them are kind of obscure. The first one is from Battletoads in Battle Maniacs for the Super Nintendo. It's the roller coaster level. It's a song that, it's like a 30-second loop, but it's actually a very catchy tune. And this guy did like a really awesome cover of it. The guy who made it, you know, whenever, years ago. See what I mean? How it's kind of a 30-second loop. It's great. It's a very catchy tune, though. And this is, it's awesome that a new Battletoads game is coming out in next year, 2019. Unfortunately, it was one of those things where it's like, they showed just the logo, and then it was like with like a, I don't know, a minute of discussion or whatever. And it was one of those things that probably about 80% of people were excited, like, oh my god, finally, this is gonna be awesome. But then, like, the other 20%, I was like, oh, it's just a logo, so don't get your hopes up. Like, same thing happened with Metroid Prime 4. But, we still need to know more about that, but it's just like, you just can't win, can you? Can't you just be excited that it's happening? This is another reason why Battletoads needs to come back, because these games always had awesome music. And granted, and because of the fact they never been out past the 4th generation, imagine what they'd be like now, with music-wise. Yeah, I'm excited for that game. Even if it gets like grave reviews or when it comes out, I was like, I don't care. That's a day one buy for me. Good or bad, I don't give a shit. I'm buying that game on day one. Okay, since this song is getting a little repetitive, let's move on to number 4. There's a classic. If I turn this down a bit. Marble Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog. The first Sonic the Hedgehog. And this is my favorite theme out of that game. Or zone theme music. There's a lot of good covers of this song, but this is one that I really liked. Let's hear that one more time. That's my favorite part. The chorus of the song, if you will. Okay. Now this is from Mega Man 10. It's called Abandoned Memory. Much like the Soul Edge song, it starts off a little slow and then it gets better. The thing with this was actually very clever what they did with this level. The boss of this level is made up of 3 parts. And after you beat this is the main beginning of the song, and then after you beat the first part boss, the music gets like more upbeat and like catchy and stuff, which is, like I said, like this is an awesome cover. And the boss with this was a cool idea. It was the 3 parts are made up. It's like a machine with these spiked balls that has the powers of the bosses of the previous 9 games. So the first one has Electman, Woodman, and Gemini Man. The next one has Ringman, Napalm Man, and I think his name is Flame Man. I haven't played the 6th one in a while, but then the last one has Slash Man. What the hell's his name? Frost Man and Tornado Man. Oh. This is after you beat the first boss. So, just warning anybody about listening to the music too loud. Okay, that is a little loud, actually. You know, this song almost beats the Wily Thief from Mega Man 2. Almost. But that wait. I love that part. The da-da-da-na-na-na. Actually does a good loop of it right here. My finger slipped. Number 2 is a personal favorite of mine. In general, not just this version. It's Use Your Head from Earthworm Jim. This song is already badass, and this was just like a killer cover of it. The music for the Earthworm Jim games was done by Tommy Tallarico, who also did like Wild 9, MDK, and other games. His games, he did the music for a lot of Interplay games, and that's why those games had great music. I guess you could call him a gaming music legend. Song is just about over, so we're going to skip ahead to number 1. Now, some of you may remember the Suikoden series, the JRPG series. There was 2 on the PS1 and 3 on the PS2. I've beaten the first 2, and I'm trying to get into the third one. But the second one just really, I think, is the best. And one of the characters from the first 2 games is a vampire known as Necklord. And when you fight him in the second game, the music is just so awesome. Personally, I think this is like the best video game boss theme of all time. And so I found this really awesome metal cover of it, which is why it's number 1. And it goes a little bit something like this. After it's done loading, that is. Yep. Turn it down. There's a bit of a Castlevania feel to it, too. If that's more your cup of tea, Castlevania. This is another series that Konami pretty much just killed off for one reason or another. I don't understand their business. Oh, that hurt. could never headbang for too long. Poser! God, I fucking love this song. Again, hold on. Say that real quick. Again, strictly a matter of opinion, but best video game boss theme ever. Well, I'm just gonna let that keep running, everybody, but gamers and metalheads, thanks for watching, everybody, and hope you enjoyed this musical countdown video. I've got more planned for the future, as well as just other countdown videos. So until next time, thanks for watching.